All right then. Welcome back to the Foxhole. Interesting day. Tough one for me. PSG got bollocksed in the Club World Cup final. We'll talk about that in episode 271. In the meanwhile, for another scene drop, here goes. We're trying something new. Going into a little bit of the video realm, and we're going to do an episode. So we just dropped one with not Mr. Big, but the Corner Man in episode 5. Now, episode 6 is a conversation with Mr. Big, my man Stevie B, about the ins and outs of the tennis world. One thing to keep in mind, we did this before the end of the Wimbledon finals. As you probably know by now, Miss Swiatek and Mr. Sinner are holding the crowns. But nonetheless, we had a nice in-depth conversation about tennis, which I've been promising to have on the Foxhole. As always, tell your friends to tune in. Want to be on the Foxhole? Sponsor it. FTINFX at gmail.com. Love to hear from you. So call from the hotline if you just want to say hey, which is 541-525-0896. Keep it tight, keep it real. In the meanwhile, FTINFX The Scene, episode 6, coming at you right now. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, folks, welcome back to the Foxhole. Gotta try something new here, so you're gonna have to bear with us. Definitely getting some video. I've been saying for a while, we're gonna have my man, Mr. Big, great friend of mine from the old school, A-Town, Northridge. Talk some tennis, something we've been meaning to do for a while. And I'm gonna open this up with a quick story for everybody. It's just to give an idea of how long I've known this guy and this whole why is so fun to do this conversation. So I guess I've known this guy for 4 or 5 decades. Anyway, he's a big tennis fan, and I'm a football junkie, but he's a football junkie as well. Every year we'd be fighting over can we watch the U.S. Open or the NFL? And it used to get epic and like battles endlessly. It's like, no, we have to watch U.S. Open. No, we have to watch the Redskins, and it's
It does.
beautiful.
It does. It does always happen on the first weekend of the NFL. Everybody does.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is because remember CBS used to play. I don't even know.
Absolutely.
Are they broadcasting anymore? I can't even
Yeah,
remember. But it was CBS, and they would not play the morning game. No, they wouldn't play the
the
afternoon. No.
afternoon game. And everybody would lose their
Oh
minds.
yeah.
It's like, what do you mean? This U.S. Open. And I love it still that way. And
Kenny, they even moved it to. They moved the U.S. Open to a Monday a couple times, and it was a disaster. So they moved it back to Sunday.
oh my God, I can only imagine. Okay, let me see. Let me get my outline up here just so.
You know, I'm just making this up. I'm kidding. It's
Okay.
true.
Okay, so I know where I want to start. So I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, afterwards,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and you talked about the French final with Alcaraz and Sinner, that it was like all-time classic. What was so great about it? Because I missed it, and so I'm kind of
Oh,
curious.
I mean, it was great. I can't tell you the actual scores of what happened,
Okay,
but
so be
but
adjust.
Sinner was up. I want to say in the fourth set, he had uh, he had break point. No, he had three match points. Okay, it was love 40. Alcaraz. I mean, you lose 1 point, you lose the whole match. Came back somehow, miracle, and pulled off the set. Okay,
Okay.
so and these guys, they're so much better than you know everybody else.
Indeed.
In terms of, I mean, the way I would say the analysts talk about these guys, because I don't know. I mean, I'm just a regular guy playing tennis uh, for many years and
No
learning the
doubt.
craft. But I mean, they're at stupid levels.
Okay.
But somehow the guy comes back, wins a fourth set, Then they go into the fifth set, and he pulls it off, and it's just a nutcase situation, um, where you just never know what's going to happen, you know, because you would think you're a great returner like Sinner, and you're up love 40, and you would think he could get the ball in play. They get neutral, as everybody says, because the whole idea of returning the serve is get neutral, and then you can start playing your game. And these guys are so good.
So
It was just unbelievable.
let me ask
I
you
mean, it was like one of the greatest matches that
perfect.
they
So
say.
put it
Okay,
in a
but
historical
but but but
context for
but
me.
but but I don't know. Uh, just because I haven't watched Rod Laver play.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
but
Like I haven't
but
seen Bill Russell play, but you know that he was
exactly.
the real deal.
Right. But I
So would
have
you
seen no, I've seen fantastic tennis.
okay.
Uh,
So
and to
would you
me
put
that was I guess in terms of what I watched, I'd say easily top 10.
okay. So would you put it
You
in the same
know,
class as that great Borg McEnroe that went 18-16 way back in
or
the
or
day?
or Nadal, Federer,
Okay. Okay.
fucking asshole Djokovic beating
Okay.
Federer in the fifth set tiebreaker. And here's the stupid one about that tiebreaker. It was some weird year where they said, okay, we're going to stop it at 12, and then we're going to make a tiebreaker.
Ew, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucking nuts. It
Okay.
was after that. Uh, oh, cow. I'll come up with it later. But anyways,
Okay.
you can edit that out.
Yeah, yeah, or something like
No,
that.
no, no. It was Isner against Muhat, and they had that one fifth set final that went like 72-70 or something like that. I don't know if you
Okay.
remember that, Kenny.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
no, no, no. They went fifth because remember at Wimbledon, you know, I'd say like 8 years ago, they did not have a fifth set tiebreaker, so
Okay.
you had to play it out. So there was this one year, you can look it up. It was uh, Isner against Mahut, French guy, and I swear to God, Kenny, it took 3 days for them to finish the fifth set.
Yeah.
So after that, they said, "Hey, we got to fucking figure this thing out." Come on, Kenny, you remember this? You're
You
killing
know,
me.
no, I mean you have to remember
All
that's
right,
why
all
we're
right, all right, all
talking.
right. Hey,
So
all
okay,
right. We're good.
that's
We're good.
that's perfect for me to segue onto this.
Okay.
So okay, when we're talking about this generation of elites, obviously the people we've just mentioned, the two, and obviously the men walking, fading away from the stage. When it comes to Sinner and Alcaraz, what makes these guys unique to you? In the sense of all the guys you've been following, going back to Connors and
Well,
McEnroe and Borg.
yeah, I would say, I mean, two different statures. Uh, Alcaraz is what, 6 foot? I mean, they say he's 6 foot and a half or whatever, so that probably means he's probably, you know, maybe 6 foot. Uh, Sinner, I mean, I could talk about this guy all day because he's just a weirdo from fucking Italy. I mean, where did this guy come from? But his parents aren't really naturally Italian, but that's kind of where he grew up.
Which always throws me
And
off.
he sounds like an
Okay.
Italiano, just like Kitty Harlan. His favorite
And him hanging out with Tony Soprano and Paul Lee and
his
all those guys. Okay.
favorite puppet is a Pinocchio.
Right.
Anyways, anyways, so big differences between their games. I would say Alcaraz, obviously two-time winner, Wimbledon. He's a good grass court player. He can do all the shots. Um, really good serve. I think the styles are a little bit different. I mean, I think Alcaraz likes to kind of have fun, I think, out there.
Hmm.
to just play shots to entertain the crowd and get a reaction.
Interesting.
I don't think Sinner does that, even though his game is so gnarly that he gets that reaction just because of the way he plays. They can both slide into their shots, which nobody used to do in the old days on grass. Um, the I think uh, I think Sinner plays a little bit more baseline tennis, like our friend Djokovic, who he plays in the semifinals. Uh, I was watching something earlier where they were talking about how his ankles can handle a lot of the torque required for the sliding. I never really heard that before, other
I've
than
never
from
heard that
Djokovic.
either.
Yeah, other than Djokovic, because Djokovic, in my opinion, is double jointed, so he can do all this weird shit. I think Federer was a little bit double jointed too, because he always had these like weird shots that allowed him to do weird things with the ball. And of course, go back to, I mean, I'm changing subjects a little bit, but Nadal was just a fucking freak of nature. But,
Okay. Okay.
just because of the spin that he could create, and I mean, his body went out on, I mean, he
Oh,
was, yeah,
okay. That's perfect
but anyways,
segue. Okay, perfect segue. I love how, somehow I have an idea as I was just doing a
are we going to talk
podcast.
about
Well,
Mats Wielander for crying
well,
out
we'll
loud?
get there. We'll
Okay,
get
I'll
there.
stop.
We'll
I'll
try to
stop.
get there.
Okay, all right.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing. Just
you know me. You know me.
right. I did a
I'm a
podcast
knucklehead.
with our friend Jim Kaiser earlier
Love that guy.
tonight. Yeah, absolutely about auto racing. A lot going on. I did my own podcast as
And I'm
well
pissed off
today.
you didn't invite me to that.
Didn't think, but hey,
God damn it.
we plenty of time in the future to
Can
get
I
some of
cuss on
this.
this show, Kenny?
Oh yeah,
All right, all right.
this is not G rated. This is the adults in the room as
All
far
right.
as
At
the
least rated PG
FTINFX.
for crying out loud.
So what I was going to ask is it's kind of funny you bring this up. And I'll see if I can frame this in the right way. So when I talked about the Titan is fading from the stage, you obviously speaking of Novak, and we obviously are deep in Wimbledon right now. The question is, in terms of how this final leg plays out for him, does he end up getting another major, or does he end up walking away broken down like Rafa did?
No,
Okay.
no. I think he's going to win this thing.
You think he's going to win this one? Wow,
Dude,
interesting.
this guy signed his soul to the devil a long time ago.
This I don't doubt.
Dude, he's so good. And his body is in such great shape. Although he
Okay.
took a fall, I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not
He
notice that.
no. He was playing, gosh, I wish I remember his name. Young Italian guy, fantastic player, Caballo, I think
Okay.
his name was. He won the first set in the semis or quarters. And then Djokovic is such a fucking awesome guy, because what he does to these guys is he sets them up. And I know this is conspiracy theory stuff. What he does is he lets them win the first set, and then he fucking crushes them after that. And he did this to this guy, Caballo. I should have it up, and I'm
Okay.
sure I'm
That's okay.
young Italian guy. And I mean, I really think, I mean, and listen to the pundits. I mean, because I'm a
Hmm.
knucklehead, but listen to the guys that really know how to analyze the game. They're
Okay.
all saying that Jovic, I should say, Djokovic has a legitimate chance to beat Sinner and then get into the final. I mean, what can you say about Djokovic? Djokovic, he doesn't play that much anymore. He's number 6 in the world. Okay,
Hmm.
he he loses in the first round at all these small events, but what does he do when he gets to the majors? Every time, I'm telling you. I mean, if you think about it,
Okay.
Australian Open 2025. Where's he at? He's in the semifinals, right? Okay. Then he plays the what do we call it? The shit. I can't even remember what it's called, but like Indian Wells, and then it goes
Okay.
to Miami. I
Hmm.
mean, these are the major master events. Shit. Anyways,
That's
so
okay.
so so he actually lost his he was in the finals at the Miami Masters, and the major thing about that was he's trying to get his 100th ATP Tour win. Okay, but he loses it. Okay, and it's like fuck, man. So now he goes to the clay court season, like loses in the first round at Madrid, and then loses at whatever the next clay court tournament is. Then he plays before the French Open. Kenny, okay, this is big.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm just
He
multitasking, trying to do multiple things and keeping track of time.
before the French Open, which he made the semis at, before the French, he plays a 250 event. Because remember, I don't know if you know this, but tennis is the, you know, there's the lower events, then you have the 250s, the 500s, and then you have the Masters, which everybody wants to play at, and then you have the, the Grand Slams, the 2000. Okay, so
Okay.
250, 500, 1000, 2000. So he plays at a 250 event, somehow wins it, so he gets his 100th win on the ATP Tour. But this guy's a fucking weirdo, dude. He
Okay.
can play, and he sets people up, and mentally, nobody can beat him.
Okay.
Physically, he's a little slower.
Okay.
I know
So,
I know I went on.
right. There are some things I gotta ask. But I'll get to that when I get to some heavier argument
And
questions.
by the way, I'm not a Djokovic fan.
I get you, but we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
Again. So whenever he loses, I'm happy.
I want to circle back to something before I forget. You know, going back to center. And my question would be, did he get a pass from the doping agency? Because a lot of people seem to be unhappy how that was handled.
That's a good question, Ken, because I mean, there's been a lot of weird things that have happened.
No doubt.
Some people have gotten screwed over by it. Um, it you know, I don't know what the margins are on that.
Okay, fair enough.
I would say definitely he did get he got some sort of a pass just because of where he is, but it doesn't matter because I mean I'll have to. I mean, I wish I would have known you're going to ask me this question because even Sharapova got screwed over by it. I would say I can't remember her name. Golly, man, I loved her as a player. I always rooted for her, but she always fucking lost.
Okay.
But she finally got a Wimbledon. Oh, I think she even beat Serena. God damn it! But she got totally screwed over. Darren Cahill was her coach. Shit, man. Anyways, she got totally screwed over by it.
So let me ask you this.
But
go ahead. Make another point. Go ahead.
their regulations are, I mean, I like Sinner. I think he's a good guy, and plus he's Italiano, so
Okay, along
yeah,
those lines,
you can always make.
because throughout time, there's always been sort of a villain or somebody that's got a bad boy. Is there anybody right now that fits? I know there's a couple. I forget what the guy's name was. Always throwing temper tantrums.
Well, Kyrgios is gone. Kyrgios is gone.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, he's injured himself out of the game, and he's kind of like, Kyrgios.
Yes,
I mean, you could watch his.
That's who I was thinking of as far as antics go.
You can watch his YouTube videos.
Right. No, I know exactly. That's what I was wondering about when it comes to the bad actor or the villain.
Yeah, but I mean,
kind of sell himself as that.
Yeah, he's in the wrong place at the wrong time right now, I think. I mean, he actually does broadcasting for tennis.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe he's on BBC or whatever, but yeah, I think his body's still messed up and he's not able to be the bad boy guy on the tennis court. But as far as the top 20 guys, I don't think anybody's an asshole.
That's my perception. That's not being marketed that way, at least.
I think I know the top 32 players, men and women.
Pretty good. I'll give you a lot of props for being able to know that for sure.
But I do not know top 128,
Okay,
which is
well,
what you start at.
fair enough, fair enough.
And you never know who's going to play well.
A lot of information in the
But
process as
I'm
far as
telling
our
you, man,
databases are concerned,
I wake up early in the morning, 5 in the morning to watch all this stuff.
which is
And
very impressive.
I well, shit, we have to do this for you. Have to do it when you're watching your,
Watching my
when you're
European football,
when you're watching the La Liga. I mean,
French
uh,
league,
or
EPL, absolutely,
F1. I mean, we're used to it now. When we were kids, we didn't deal with
uh,
European stuff, right?
absolutely. And
So,
it's one of the
and then
joys of
everything was
being an
time
adult and getting some knowledge. Okay, before we get too far, something else I wanted to bring up, and this is something you're starting to see in the tournaments, men and women. But we'll first with the men, the rising Yanks. I'm seeing all these young Americans. They haven't cracked the glass ceiling yet, but they're getting a lot of profile. And obviously the kids kind of stumble. But do any of these guys have a chance to actually become elite? And this group of 4 or 5 Americans who are really
Yeah. Obviously you got Taylor Fritz. I mean, he's number 5 player in the world. He 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 won uh, Stuttgart on grass against Zverev. The top German player. He's number 4, I think, in the world. And then he played a 250 event right before Wimbledon and won that. So right now he's on a 13. I want to say it's a 13 match winning streak on grass. Because he's won right now 5, right? Because we're at the semis. Yeah, so that's going to be the 6th match, and then the 7th match would be the finals. But yeah, I mean, he's got a chance. But he's playing. Unfortunately, he's playing against Alcaraz.
okay.
So, but his serve is so good. I mean, if you watch any of these matches, he beat this guy named Kushasevich or whatever, who's a great player,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's the number 17 seed. Uh,
Interesting.
so 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 he's made his way through. Oh shit, Kenny, you should have seen who he had to play in the first round. Kenny, I think I've even texted you about this kid. There's this guy, he's 21 years old from France. His last name is Pericard. He's black. He's 6 foot fucking 8. Okay.
6'8".
He, yeah, he, he was serving like
Something about the Frenchies.
153,
All these badass
153.
Frenchies.
And,
Wow.
the great thing about Wimbledon and England is they still use they've never gone to the, to the to the metric system. So when you look at the screens behind it, they always talk. It's always in miles per hour. So this cat, I think he served a Wimbledon record at like 154 miles per hour against Taylor Fritz. This guy won the first 2 sets in tiebreakers, and Taylor Fritz came back, and then there was uh, uh, a delay because it got too dark. So they had to play the next day, and then somehow Taylor pulled it off in the 5th set. But this cat, dude, if you get him indoors, you can't beat this guy.
So let me ask you this real
I don't know
quick.
if have you heard of him?
Not really, but
He's in the top 30.
I don't watch a lot of
No, no,
tennis,
no,
man.
no,
That's why
no.
we're having this conversation.
No, he's not in the top 30. I think it's just right outside the
Okay.
top 32.
Well, let me ask you.
Wait a second, but I'm getting back to
Hold
you.
on a
Okay,
second, man.
dude,
There's only so much to
I went out
process, and
because there's what do you want? I already told you. Okay, get away.
uh-oh,
See, my knuckleheads are freaking getting
uh-oh,
in my dome right now.
uh-oh,
Fucking, what can I do?
getting
Anyways,
schooled by the youngsters.
so uh, you know, uh, Sheldon, right?
Right.
Another American,
Absolutely. That's what I was thinking. Back
got
to
his
the
ass kicked by
Yeah,
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz served him up,
I,
diced him up, no
I,
doubt.
I really think he needs to shorten, when he's on grass, he needs to kind of shorten his forehand a little bit. But
Interesting.
yeah, yeah, he's a great player. He's what, 22 years old. Um,
Right.
he's going to be okay. I mean, but you were talking about the top Americans. Uh,
Right.
he's a, Tommy Paul. He's been
Right.
playing well uh, as as an American. I think he might have messed up his rib cage. You know,
Oh, wow. I
there's
didn't know
something
that.
wrong with. I mean, just like, I mean, it's not like, I mean, Rafa at the end. I mean, that's what he did to himself. He just tore his whole chest apart.
Okay.
But he had to retire.
What I think I find interesting is that we are able to produce, these growing number of prodigies on the men and women's side. And when so many people are playing all these other sports that seem to be a little bit more lucrative and more visibility, I think it's really cool that we've got some contenders as far as Generation C and Generation Alpha are concerned. So I like that from the perspective of following it, from the domestic side of things.
Well, I mean, we didn't talk about Tiafo either. I mean,
But I was going to mention him.
I mean that guy and his whole story is incredible.
Oh, undoubtedly so. Undoubtedly
But
so.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I wish he could kind of get his head together a little bit more. I mean, obviously, if you're in the top 20 in the world, I
Okay.
mean, you're doing something right.
So we've reached 40 minutes. So I'm going to restart this and then
Okay.
we'll pick up from there.
All right. Sounds good, Kenny.
Okay. So we're going to go back live in five, four, three, two, one.
Can I
Okay.
first apologize for my background
Oh,
being
no.
totally jacked up?
Hey, we had to do some switching up here, logistic wise, with the
Oh,
limitations.
thanks to Zoom for totally screwing up everything.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a platform. We're working through these things.
All right, we'll get it.
Okay.
I
So,
still love you, brother.
okay. Love you too, man. So we're gonna jump back into this. And so what I want to do here is like real quickly with the limited time that we have, I'm gonna jump to the women's real quick. So I want to ask you some questions about that side
Oh,
of
we
the
can talk about
equation.
women's all day, man. Those guys are so entertaining.
Okay, so two main themes that are on my mind right now when it comes to the women's game. Number one, is it me? Does there seem to be more parity than ever as far as the women's side of the equation is concerned in terms of very high level and a lot of unexpected results, especially in the bigger tournaments.
Always. I mean, it's been that way for a long time.
Okay, okay, maybe I
But
just haven't been paying attention.
I mean, but I, I, I mean, Sabalenka is number one, and she totally dominates. She lost today to an
I did see
America.
that. I did see. I
Uh,
saw that.
uh, Gosh, I can't
And the
remember her last name.
Swiatek is
Sama
pretty
Savova.
right.
Swiatek. I always root for her. I don't
Okay.
know why, and she pisses me off so much because she doesn't win when I'm watching her, basically. But she's won four French Opens, uh,
Which was
and a U.S.
impressive.
Open,
That was
and
very,
and
five majors.
she's going to be in the final
Okay.
of Wimbledon because she beat uh, the Switzerland woman. She's 30 years old, Bacek or something like that,
Hmm.
who had a very impressive win over the young Russian girl Andreev. I mean, she's like a kid. She's 18 years old, and she got to the semis, and yeah, but she lost. Uh, but as far as what you're saying, okay, yeah. Uh, I mean, the women's, I would say there's a lot of parity, but at the same time, it's like you can kind of see who's fucking kicking ass at the right time. And
Okay.
it all, and in the end, it all has to do with uh, returning their serves, being on point for that. And I mean, I'm just saying the obvious. And I mean, right now, Swiatek, her serve is at like 117, 118, and
117,
she
118. Wow, that's
and
pretty
and
gnarly.
and and it's the best that it's ever been. And this is after already winning 5 majors.
Okay.
But I think she's got a shot. I mean, I think if Sabalenka, who I like,
Yeah.
she she screams a little loud. But she's just actually very entertaining as
Okay.
far as tennis players go.
Okay.
Uh,
So let
but
me
but she
make a
but
point
she's
because I
also
got
number
some.
one in the world.
Okay, because I gotta flip that for a second because at the same time I speak about parity, the other main theme when it comes to women, as far as I can see. Like I said, I'm always 3 or 4 observation decks away. Is it me again, or does it seem like the women of this generation are way more fragile and way more unstable of the greats, Chrissy, Serena, Martina? I can use examples of Coco and her Naomi Osaka, even Sabalenka, and the way she melted down after Roland
Yeah,
Garros. And it just seems that I don't remember this level of fragility and getting into my feelings and all this kind of stuff. It just strikes me as a little odd.
it might just be a coincidence, Kenny. I don't know.
Doubtful,
Uh,
but I don't want to go there. But yeah,
I know, I know, I know. I mean, the level of play is much higher than right now than it has been in the past. I mean,
definitely.
you can see, you know, qualifiers get into the fourth round of majors these days because that's how tight it is uh, mentally for these guys. Kenny, I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
Jesus Christ, I could barely fucking deal with myself and my family. But uh,
No, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Like I said, it was
I
a,
mean,
that's why I asked the question.
I mean, and for women too. I mean, golly,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you might want to edit this out, but I mean, golly, I mean, what happens
Harmful.
when I'm not even gonna say it, but I
Exactly.
mean, I never even thought about it in the past, but I mean, the natural stuff that happens with their body sometimes completely throws them off. Um, I don't know, Kenny.
Well, I think
I
that
don't know.
social media has allowed folks. I mean, I think we're talking a different generation of men and women in terms of the iron will and the discipline, and where now social media has allowed you to get into your feelings and talk about the pressure that you're under, and that's quite fair. So I'm not
Right.
trying to be negative in terms of
But I mean, you see somebody like Coco that wins the French Open, loses the first round
the first
Wimbledon,
match.
of
Yeah, first
Wimbledon,
round. Yeah, you're correct.
and
Sorry.
it's like, you know what? What can we do?
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, right now, I mean, we're at Wimbledon. We've got uh, Swiatek and Semenovosa, or whatever her name is, number 13 seed. She's American. Uh, you probably haven't been paying attention to this, but
Not too deeply because we're observation decks away.
she's had some. I think she took 2 years off from just like you know what's her. But anyways, but she took 2 years off and she came back on the tour, and she's totally kicking ass. I mean, she
Okay.
beat Sabalenka today. Fucking great, great for her. I mean, but the other thing, Kenny, she played against Sabalenka. Sabalenka's number one in the world. I think she's 5-3 against her.
Okay.
So, there's something about that matchup that favors Samrabosa, American. I mean, it sounds like a Russian name, but yeah, she's an American.
Let me look the softball in here real quick. Okay,
Thank
so
you, thank you. Finally,
well, one of the things I talk about in the regular Foxtrot and the Foxhole podcast, I do cover everything that I know about, to be fair. But when I do look at women's sports, and we've been talking about this from day one, as far as my regular podcast is concerned. And one of the things that maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, you tell me. But the intersection with social media has brought a lot of the glam into it. It's like, are you a model or are you a WNBA player, soccer
right?
player? That hasn't really taken hold in tennis, and I find that really
Other than
fascinating.
Sharapova,
Okay, exactly, but that's kind of an outlier compared to everybody else in terms of how they go about
I
presenting
mean,
themselves.
uh, golly, who was that other Russian girl that played like in the late '90s?
Konikova.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are outliers, though, really, when it comes to, you know,
But
marketing
Kenny,
your
come on,
sexuality.
Ken, they all kind of do, just
They do,
because
but
they
not
went.
to the extent that you're.
But they, they have the short skirts and
Well,
all
sure,
that
sure,
stuff,
sure. But it's
and
not like
you
I'm
know,
seeing in other sports where I know they're tennis players as opposed to what half the time do you want to do,
well,
the Met Gala or actually win, in your profession?
yeah. I mean, the tennis players, like the gymnastics ladies, they wear their hair tight so that when they're competing, they're doing what they can to make sure that their hair's not getting in the way, whatever.
Oh, absolutely,
Right?
absolutely. Hmm.
Uh, so ideally, you would think they would want their hair a little bit shorter. But then again, when they've got to do their thing, they've got to have their hair out. But uh,
Okay, hold on a
but
second here.
I mean, maybe I've got gone.
No, no, that's
I mean,
fine.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, so
I mean,
yeah, because I didn't want to go too deep there. It was a
but
softball.
I mean, they're all pretty.
Oh,
That in
absolutely,
the end.
absolutely.
So
I just appreciate because that's what I'm like. It's not necessarily a beat because I get it because of the financial opportunities that
right.
having
I mean, it's
having a
either like,
brand.
okay, do they have a cute face to look at, or I mean, I know this is
Oh,
like,
sure. I
holy
mean,
cow, man.
yeah. I mean, like,
Cut me off.
the Libby Dunn sensation. Okay, so let's get to this. Is obviously we're up against the time, and let's get to the really fun part of the conversation where we can actually look at the real big picture as we like to do in the foxhole. So let me start with this one. I've done
Wait a
this.
second. What's this show called again?
Well, this is
No, just
this
tell me what the name of it is.
mine is Fox. The regular podcast is Fox right now, Foxhole. But
Right.
this stuff is more FTINFX the scene, kind of a tentative title as we move more into creating video content. But
Is it sponsored by? Oh man, it's not even showing up on. Holy cow, man! My background's totally screwing this up. Are we sponsored by Delicious right now?
well, I wish I had a delicious adult beverage to but it's been bothering me so I've laid it off since today.
Sorry, Kenny.
No, that's
All
okay.
right.
Okay, so let me get to some of the good stuff here as we wind this thing down. First, who would be your Mount Rushmore as far as the goats of the sport?
Holy shit, dude! You gotta have Rod Laver. You
Okay,
gotta have Mac.
got that back. I
You
like
gotta
it.
have. I mean, I love Launder because that's just my guy,
Okay,
right?
I like that.
Ah, shit, dude. Then, I mean, that's just like the old school guys. Then you've got, I mean, Djokovic is the best. Period. No doubt. Period. He's the best. I don't
Okay,
like him. I appreciate what he does, but I'm a Fed man. Fed's my guy, and obviously Nadal.
okay,
I never rooted for him until he was older and after Fed retired. Uh, I guess that's on the men's side. Who else can I put there?
well,
Pancho.
that's
I would put Pancho Gonzalez there just because he's Mexican.
okay. I like that.
Fuck, dude. Yeah. I mean, the guy was fucking awesome.
That's
Uh,
total edge. Total edge.
okay. Okay. On the women's side, obviously, Billie Jean King, frickin'
Like that.
uh, uh, Martina,
Gotta
Chris
have her.
Everett,
Gotta have Chrissy.
uh, Stephanie
Steffi.
Graf,
Okay.
Serena, Venus,
Gotta
fucking
have the
Venus.
Williams
I mean,
sisters.
I I was a Venus fan.
Okay.
Uh,
Or some say people were like could put her up there in
right,
the
right,
men's.
right.
I don't necessarily feel that way, but
No, no, no. I do like. I mean, I always root for Venus. Let's see who else after that. I mean, there's a few other women that I like, but they don't have a lot of majors
okay.
um, that are really good competitors. But I mean, if you put them on the Mount Rushmore, I know I'm missing somebody. Who's that lady from Australia that's a
Margaret
racist?
Court
Yeah,
or
yeah. So I
okay.
would purposely keep her off.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's kind of like
a
talked her
weirdo.
way out of the
She's a complete,
conversation.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let me
yeah,
frame it this way then. Now we've got, it starts with the greats, and this is, since I've known you for a long time, and like I said, I'm always keeping an eye on these things. In that, in the lounge, we'll just call it the room where folks who are not getting enough love or should get more love. Who would you put in that category of folks over the last 4 or 5 decades of watching this, who are like, man, this person does not get enough love for what they accomplished in
good,
their
good,
time in this.
very good question. I mean, Lendl, golly, he's got
Oh,
8 majors.
undoubtedly.
Uh, uh, I mean, Connors, I think he only has 8, but I mean, he was kind of a knucklehead, kind of a dick.
Oh,
Uh,
complete fucking wad.
but somehow he was just, I mean, I think he has the most ATP singles titles.
That
I
sounds.
mean,
I
right
believe
now,
that.
right now, like I said earlier, uh, Djokovic is at 100, uh, Federer's at 105, and I think fucking Connors is like 122, something
Wow,
like
I'm
that.
not surprised by that. Not surprised by that.
But back to what you're saying, I mean, the thing that I mean, I was a Vielander fan, as you know, loved the Rosignol racket.
The
Uh,
rousing all record. Oh,
I mean, they don't make them anymore,
right.
but at that time, I mean, you know, Rosignol skis and all
Hmm.
that stuff. I mean, you know, at that time, Vernay fucking uh, glasses,
Hey, I
whatever.
still wear Barnets, man. To
Vernay
this
is some
day, I've got like 8 or 9 pairs, and they're like my children.
holy shit, dude. What colors you got?
I got like
Got them
teal,
all. Got them
forest
all.
green, got a pair of gold for LAFC, got white ones when I gotta be ultra cool, got the red
Holy, of
aviators,
course.
got some, yeah, no, yeah, it's
But I would say like for sure Matt Spielander on the
okay,
men's side. I mean, there was one year when we were in college together, Kenny. He won 3 majors.
right.
I
I
mean, I don't
do,
know if you remember
I
that.
do
I
remember
mean,
that.
he won the Australian. He won the French. He was in the finals at
Right.
Wimbledon and lost, and then he won the U.S. Open. I mean, that's like super close to winning the Grand Slam.
This is very
Uh,
true.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say who gets, you know, who's disrespected. You know,
Okay.
everybody respects him. I mean, uh, even Boris Becker. I mean, he made great love.
Absolutely.
Stefan Edberg,
The fun Edberg.
and I can't go through the women because I I I always just pay attention to what the men are doing.
Okay. No, fair enough.
You
That's
know,
it's or we only can put so much in our
because
databases.
I mean, I couldn't tell you. I mean, off the top of my head, the women, but golly, who are those 2 women out of Belgium that were really good? Again, I
That's okay.
Kenny, I got to take notes next time.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, we'll revisit this. This is just scratching the surface. We wanted to see what we could come up with.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this one because we just mentioned a bunch of people, and oddly enough, we talked about his wife, but we didn't mention Andre. And why I bring up Andre is one, what is up with him being involved in this pickleball thing? And the question is, have you caught pickleball fever in any way?
I played it twice
Okay,
before I answer your question.
fair enough.
And obviously it's easy to play for somebody who plays tennis. In fact, I think it's easier than playing ping pong. But
Interesting.
that's my opinion. Um,
That's we like it.
but Agassi, there's a great uh, he's on a podcast with, I think I told you about it, with Andy Roddick. Awesome
Okay,
for anybody that wants to watch something really good about
get some
and a deep
insights.
it's like I think it's like it might take an hour. It's an
Okay.
hour 15 minutes, but it's really good. And they talk about the details of tennis that I've never heard about. I mean, it's fucking awesome. Um, but uh, I mean, that was one guy that we skipped. I mean, he had a great career. You know, he was really good when he was younger. Had like this weird thing where he wasn't so good. Probably dropped into the 140s at one point, and it could have been because of his use of crystal meth. I don't know.
Man. Ooh,
You would
Twister.
think you would think it would increase, and you would think it would help his game, but it didn't.
Okay.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah, I know.
Uh, but you know, then he came back and he just got to the top level towards the end of his career. And I mean, he played Fed, I'd say, what, 2005 in the U.S.
Okay.
Open Finals. I mean, that's at the tail end of his career. Uh,
So
but uh,
I got
but
one
yeah,
for you.
I mean, he.
Okay.
I have nothing but respect for that guy.
Okay. I got one for you, which
Although
is
I will say this, he's a weirdo,
yeah, okay. I got one for
complete
you
weirdo.
who's not quite on his level, but nonetheless had his moment in the sun, the pride of where is he from, like Placenta or wherever. Michael Chang.
Michael Chang, he was in the same group as Agassi. Uh, uh, oh shit, it was Agassi, Sampras,
Right.
Courier.
Pete,
I mean, all these guys were
her,
at the
yeah.
same at the same time.
Right
And
on.
holy shit, the guy was it? How old was he when he won the French Open? 18, 17?
17, 18, totally.
Shit, dude.
I know.
And when you listen to Agassi in this same interview, he talks about all these same guys, about
Okay.
how they played and how, you know, where their peaks were, and and he talks about how Chang was fucking really difficult to play against, and I believe it. Um,
Dude was definitely a grinder.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he beat Lindell in the final at the French, and Lindell I think had already won like two or three by that time at the French.
That sounds about
So
right from what I vaguely can remember.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. Perfect. Well,
I'm
okay.
trying, Kenny.
No, perfect. And like I said, we'll revisit this conversation, especially maybe talking good during the U.S. Open and all that kind of stuff.
I'll tell you what, Kenny. We should just do Zoom calls all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Limit ourselves to 40 minutes. If you can get Jim, what's his name,
Kaiser,
Kaiser on the
the
line,
corner
dude, we could.
man.
That would be awesome.
He definitely, he says he likes to talk motorsports. There's plenty of golf. He can
And
always talk the beautiful game of life. We can always talk some Niners, Commanders. I mean,
dude, I mean, definitely we got what do we got coming up this weekend? We've got
and the
the
Club World
weekend
Cup
before the
final.
British. No, we've
Yeah.
got the weekend before the British Open, the
Yes.
Scottish Open. Uh, I don't think there's F1 this weekend.
I don't think
Could be.
so. I don't
Uh,
think so, but I could be
oh,
wrong.
you've got your boys
Yeah.
playing
Club World
against
Cup
Chelsea
final. Yep.
on Sunday,
Sunday.
right?
Absolutely.
What time? What time?
Oh, good
Yeah,
grief.
you
What is
don't
that
know.
like? Like
Nine.
11:30. I think it's like, is it 9 or 11? I think it's a little bit later than
Oh,
that,
it's here in
actually.
the States, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's
If
going
it's
to
in
be.
Europe, then you're up at
I
5 or
think it's
6 in
at
the morning.
10:30 or 11.
Okay.
I think. Yeah,
Are they
Dazzling.
playing? Are they playing in New York?
Yeah, they're playing at MetLife.
You
That
know
is
what, man?
correct.
Those guys filled up that stadium
Oh yeah. Oh,
for every match.
yeah. Once you start talking about
They
the big dogs, and
they figure it out.
this tournament's garnered a lot of support, and there's a lot of cynicism and skepticism associated with. I've talked about a lot of my regular podcasts, but no, this is going to be a success, and it's only going to get bigger in the years to come.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I mean, because cats like myself, I didn't even know that this was an event until
Oh
you
yeah,
sent me a text. So,
absolutely.
and then I had to send a message out to my guy locally who knew about all this stuff. He gave me the details.
Word of mouth.
And,
Sometimes is how
and,
these things
and,
work.
and you know your boys, all your Chelsea guys, they're all fired up right
Oh,
now.
as they should be.
Completely.
England's
Yeah.
last stand against this, French awesome. All righty. Well, looks like we're ready to get cut off. So,
All right, brother.
all right, bro. We will
We got to
talk
figure
soon.
this out.
Yep.
I'll get on a professional version of Zoom next time so that we're not cut off by anything.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, in the meantime, we will
You
catch
do
up
your
soon.
editing,
Yep.
and
I'll let you
yeah,
know
we'll
when it's
figure
out
it out.
there, and we'll rock it.
Go Dodgers.
Love you, Blue.
All right, brother.
All right.
Love you.
Peace.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right then. It was fun catching up with Mr. Big and talking some tennis. Hope you all enjoyed that. More to come as far as these types of episodes and type of content that we'll be offering on the FTINFX platforms. Hope you enjoyed it. In the meanwhile, enjoy some adult beverages. Keep an eye out for episode 271 coming out at the usual time, and other cool content offerings from the FTINFX platform. Till then, peace, y'all.